Hi. Hi
Hi.
and welcome. I was pressing all the buttons. The countdown. Oh, live, Foxy, we have to go live. I did it.
Oh,
I did it. Hi, Sesting.
hi.
Oh my God. No
Yes.
technical issues almost today,
No.
but we're here. Hi, Grimskull.
Hi, Green Skull.
Let's try and make a nice intro.
Yes.
Hi, and welcome to episode 6 of Get Your Geek On with me,
Yes.
Xanthi, and have I pointed?
Yes.
Or- and-
That's me, Kerstin. Oh,
Yes, and
that.
with Hello Kitty and Star Wars.
Yes.
How is it going, Sesting?
With what?
Sorry, how are you, Sesting? How are you?
Well, I'm good. I'm really good. Uh, if we hear our daughter in the background, it's because she was supposed to be away today, but she's sick. So she's in her bedroom and she's kind of in a playful mood. She
Maybe.
will hopefully be sleeping soon, but right now she's throwing things in her room.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. She's participating on distance.
Yes.
So, yes. Uh, so we're here to another episode of Get Your Geek On, where me and Cersei we're talking about geeky stuff. Amongst others, we're members of. Tell us, Cersei, so that I
Yes,
don't
of a
only speak.
Viking booty. It's a
There
book
it
club,
is.
a romance genre book club. But yes.
I was feeling a bit cold. That's why I didn't have the t-shirt. And I had another t-shirt and I put this hoodie on, but like I have to show it. Yes, yes. Our booking, our book club.
Yes.
And today we're going to talk about books.
Books, the romance genre and why we like it, and oh,
Exactly.
about the characters because it's mostly about characters in romance books and
Yes, and why we really
like
have to be.
dimensions between.
Yes, and why we are kind of attracted to that genre. Like, why do we really
Yes.
enjoy those things? We had
Yes.
a nice discussion in our pre-show before
Yes.
the
In our
want to
warm
take
up.
the warm up. Yes. So let's get organized now. Let's bring the
Mm,
notes. So yeah, why we like the romance genre.
mm.
A few key points that I have written is because okay, it's only scratching the surface, but there is fantasy, there is sci-fi, and more. I
Mm.
don't know. Do we try to elaborate a bit more?
Well, the thing about we like the romance, but we kind of like it in a fantasy setting or sci-fi. But I mean, not only
Yes,
sci-fi is fantasy. I mean, it's fantastical. It's
yes,
made up
I agree.
and
Yes,
it's supernatural, and we kind of like that kind of story. But we also like romance, and
we
we
do.
want it in that story. And for me, because Linnea, who is our like romance expert and who went on like courses about romance books, says that it has to be a special narrative to be a romance book. And okay, I agree, but I disagree at the same time because I I mostly I to me if it is just a dab of romance in it, to me it's a romance book. I don't need the whole narrative. The narrative should be like there are two parts, something makes them not really uh, for some reason can't be with each other, but then they get each other and it's always a happy ending. That's like the narrative for a romance book. But to me it's more important about the story, but I want romance in it. But uh, therefore it's not exactly a romance book, but to me it still counts. I like to have romance in my fantasy stories,
I didn't
fantastical
know
stories.
that. Yes, so I didn't know that in order for it to be called or to be a legit romance book, it has to have a narrative around the relationship of two
Mm.
characters. Okay, or more.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
who decided these rules, but someone did. And It's
Anarchy.
this. There's always
The
someone. I
rules.
mean, exactly. This all discussion, what is sci-fi and what is not sci-fi. That's the same kind of rules. People just need to have some kind of rules around it.
Hmm.
To me, if it's
To
in
break
space,
them.
yeah, is it in space? It's sci-fi. I know it's not that, but to me it is. I don't care about the rules.
Yeah, I mean, we have. Is it like a space fantasy? Is it a space opera? Okay, yeah, but
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. It's not the romance for me that it is the key element for me to read a book, but because I do
Mm,
like science fiction, we have read also steampunk, we have read cyberpunk, we have read fantasy,
mm.
modern, com-
Paranormal.
paranormal, contemporary,
Yeah.
everything.
And to
But
me, contemporary is the ones that I don't really is interested in so much. But we have read some of them.
I like them. I kind of like them. Yeah, but okay, yeah,
Okay,
it's taste. I mean, yeah, I know
it's
you
taste.
like fantasy a lot.
Yes, I
Mm.
am more into the fantasy, or I mean, the made up,
The,
supernatural
yes,
kind of.
ghosts.
Yeah,
Mm.
ghosts. Yes.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
yeah, and yeah,
high
we are
end.
live, and
Mm,
we are live.
yes. But the
Uh,
thing is, as you say, is that we enjoy those stories and those
mm,
environments, and we also enjoy that there is a romance part in that. But it's not the
yes.
main thing. But it's a complementary to that. It
Yeah,
makes it
exactly.
more relatable, I guess.
Mm,
Mm. And
yes.
another thing that we enjoy about this genre is it is often a strong character women, a strong leading women as the main
Female.
characters. Yes,
Mm. And
female.
that's mostly
Mm.
because right now we are only women in this book club, and so this is what we want to read about. It doesn't have to be that, but it's mostly just we kind of like that because we are women and we want to read about strong women. uh,
We feel represented,
yes, exactly.
I
It
guess.
doesn't mean that we don't like other books. I mean, I love Dune, for example.
Of course.
I
Mm.
have not read the book. I want to read the book. And
I
you
have
have read the
started
book?
the audiobook. It's
Oh, okay. But you have read it before, hadn't you?
no,
Long. Okay, no.
no.
Okay.
I'm a newbie.
Yeah. But I do really, because my husband is a big fan. He told me about the universe, and therefore I really liked it. I should read this. But it's just
Mm.
it's so many books and so that just feels like a mountain. But
Yeah,
I really like the settings. So it's nothing about not liking strong male characters. It's just we kind of want to feel representative and
relatable.
relate. Yeah,
Mm,
exactly.
mm.
And therefore, I don't uh, like characters who are just too perfect and like is what we call a Mary Sue that just walks in there and be like cocky and well I can just beat you. That's not what I mean with a strong woman. I like a strong woman with faults. It's not it's not the perfect woman. Just that she can make like how she grows in the book. That's why I like how she
Correct, and
deals
I
with
yes, and
things.
I agree because sometimes we see the characters that okay, it might be a strong woman, but those characters they have flaws, and that makes them also more relatable because
Mm,
no one is perfect. She might be a strong, confident woman, but she might be jealous. I made things up now. I'm
exactly.
just saying, or like something else, or sloppy, or
Yeah, because
But
we are
that is
humans, and and
correct.
if we're gonna be strong, we also have to learn things. We can't just walk in and just knew these things just without any history of like training or
Hmm.
anything. So that's what I like. I like a strong woman that has shown that she has kind of grown, even if we if she is have come to this point when the book starts, it has to be some kind of relatable story why she is at that point. when the book starts.
Yes, and we get a feeling sometimes when stories that we have read and that we really enjoy is that when we see also like a character development, they start to
Mm,
point a. It might be an annoying girl at some point, but we see that that character is growing or
mm,
developing. Maybe we not agree with everything she does, but we see a progress, a
yeah.
change, some sort of yes.
Yes.
Which it's very realistic. That is what we
Yes.
like. It's realistic, even it might take place 100 years ago, or 1,000 years ago,
Mm.
or 100 years
Or in the
ahead,
future,
or
and
in the
in
future,
a even if
in
it's
others.
fairies and and wizards and whatever.
Yes,
Yes,
and
and yes, exactly.
yeah, you can read it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
do you
Google
know
it.
the Irish author Maeve Binchy? She was very famous. Haha, my mother had lots of these books. No, I don't.
Let
I
me see if I
know
can find something.
some of the books that our mothers read, maybe not the books we are reading right now.
I was I was watching one of our first episodes, and I remember I mentioned something about the Arlequins that my mom used to have.
Yeah, Harlequins, yes. And what's
But
that about? I don't. I only know the Swedish name for it.
maybe binge.
Grottbjörnens folk. Have you heard about it?
Maybe no.
I don't know what it's called in.
Let's see. Maeve Binchy. Uh, we don't know. To answer your question, no, we don't know her.
No, we don't know her.
Or Maeve, is that wait, Maeve, is that a woman, a man's name? Irish names? I'm not good with Irish
I think
names.
that's a woman,
It
but
must be.
I
Yeah,
might
it's a
be.
woman. Okay, was born in 40s in Dalkey County, Dublin, and genre fiction.
Mhm.
Hmm, Um, she's categorized as fiction, at least here on Goodreads.
Mm.
Um,
Goodreads is kind of a platform that we use a lot in the book club. I don't know
it's
if
like a
you've
book
heard about it.
directory. Mm.
Yeah, exactly. And you can all
Uh,
that's where we met actually, because Vaginal Fantasy, who was the first book club that Felicia Day started, she had a group there, and that's where the local groups started to meet. So we had a thread there that's called Viking Booty, and but then we moved over to Facebook.
yes, that is. I'm sharing it. This
Hmm?
is Goodreads.
Okay, I have
Um,
never
yeah, I
seen
was
this. But is it romance? Is it
circle of friends. I don't know. It says, oh, here,
fiction,
fiction,
romance? Yes.
romance,
Hmm.
women's fiction. Okay, so yeah,
Hmm. We should look this up.
yep.
It might
We can ask
be
Linnea. She's
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes we have this kind of throwback, but we need classic books.
mm,
uh, so that's thank you
uh,
the
for the suggestion.
suggestions.
Mm.
Yes.
So yeah, uh, and while we were preparing for this one, we were discussing what we want to mention, and to begin with talking about like strong women with their flaws and everything, of course. Kerstin mentioned, and what is all those things with alpha males and shit?
Yes.
Okay, you didn't say shit. I said it to exaggerate.
Yeah, because
um,
this is something that often come up when we read these books, because for some
we don't
reason
like it.
for some
Mm.
reason some women uh, like kind of mean, I don't know, mean guys that are very I don't
Do
know
we
the
mention
word.
the elephant in the room? 50 Shades of Grey.
Gray. Yeah, exactly, 50 Shades of Grey. That's even weirder, because he was a real psychopath, and he's not because I'm more thinking about the brute kind of man.
Oh,
He's more
like
like
the bad
he's
guy.
creepy. He's controlling, and he's kind of just
He is a psychopath, as you.
calling her. Yeah, it's really, it's
Mm,
so weird that women like this. I don't understand it, but the dominant bad boy, yeah, exactly. But we
yeah,
were talking about the phrase alpha male because it doesn't apply to humans. So I don't know
correct.
why we are using this all the time. But oh, we hate these alpha males. They don't exist. Okay,
In the
there's something
human,
else. No, they don't. And right, shop.
exactly. Yeah, like
Well, that's
Sons of
one kind
Anarchy.
of, yeah, that's one kind of alpha male. But I wouldn't say that's not an alpha male. If we're going to talk about alpha male, it only place it can exist. It's a romance book about werewolves. That's where
Thank
it
you.
ends.
Exactly.
Nowhere else. So I really just want to stop calling it alpha males because they're often just assholes.
For instance,
Okay.
Seal Wolf Christmas.
But he's not. Oh, look at that cover art.
Yeah, of course you
This
have
is
a
the
six
best.
pack and a
This makes
wolf.
me laugh so hard every time. We laugh like,
But in this book, because I have read it, there's a strong woman also, and it's not a strong man with a sidekick. It is
no,
both strong characters. That's make me like
yeah,
at least that's how I remember it. He's a strong man. She's a strong woman, and I guess here it applies to talk about alpha male, alpha female. I
yes,
guess, yeah.
because it is an animal thing. Not only wolves, but that's what we talk about. But we read a little article about it, and it can be amongst chimpanzees, but they're not applied to humans because we don't live like that. Even if we have a kind of pack behavior, we are not
We are
living.
social.
Yeah,
Mm,
we are social,
mm,
but we are living in families,
mm,
not really like a pack. There it is,
correct.
an alpha male and an alpha woman. That's not how we live.
Exactly. And I
So,
have, we wrote this article and you read a bit also. We read a bit from that article. It says
mm,
that, in other words, alpha male, it is a made up construct that has no real bearing on human biology or sociology. It's just another way that the patriarchal dominance hierarchy in which we currently live tries to justify itself by making
mm,
it sound plausible, blah, blah, blah.
blah blah
So
blah.
it's a made up term
Yeah,
construct.
and what the thing is, I like strong men also, but it's all about what to say, the balance between them, between the characters. That's what, if it is a really like I read this really bad book called Surviving Rain that was about an alcoholic kind of brute man that has lived like what is that?
Was it the pirate themed or
No, not,
Caribbean?
no, it's not pirate. It's survival. Uh, what's
The one that you read recently?
not?
I didn't read.
Yes.
Mm,
Uh,
in Swedish?
sorry. Sometimes it's just natural disasters.
A
That's
natural
what.
disaster.
Yes, and
Force majeure. Yes.
yes,
Mm,
and this the it's a boat that sinks, and it's this guy who kind of lives like has lived like the game Fortnite. I have not played Fortnite, but I have heard about it, and like Battle Royale. It's all
mhm,
about like uh, getting down to place from an airplane, some dudes or women,
mm.
and just kill each other, and the last one standing is the winner.
Hunger Games tip or just
Yeah,
Battle
kind of,
Royale.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm, mm,
And he had lived like this his whole life, like since he was like 10 or something. I don't know, not sure. And so he's kind of very angry, and he felt abandoned by his family, blah blah blah. But the thing is, yes, he's an asshole, and he kind of redeems himself in some way. But the worst thing is that she is so damn stupid. I don't understand. That makes her so, because I don't know why it always have to be this age difference. 'Cause he's 29 and she's like 20, and she's so like unexperienced.
Immature and
Yeah, and
yes.
immature, and that makes the balance so like, no, this is not okay, because he's so mean to her, uh, and she just, oh, but you, I see that you have not been loved, so I'm gonna love you, and you are gonna be like redeemed or something. Uh,
Sometimes not every book is successful in that genre.
no,
Yeah.
and it's kind of Beauty and the Beast kind of theme that comes, and like 50 Shades of Grey, also the same theme. This woman that's gonna teaches this man to love for some reason, like men can't love. And also in this, yes, in this book, it is because he felt abandoned by his family, because he didn't know why he was left there, and it comes up later on why,
Mhm.
and that people have used him. But still, it's more like the dynamic between the characters that is the problem, not that he's an asshole. If she
Yes.
had been a more strong woman that could handle this kind of relationship, it would be more okay. But in this case, it's not.
Yes, I agree. I understand. And one of the negatives in that genre, as you said, it's often they are too young. Women are too young, or the relationship.
Mm,
It's like young people, and we.
yes.
I want something. I'm right. I'm reading actually now another book. It's not in our book club, but it's called Code of Conduct,
Mm,
and they are more like in their 30s, and it's more
mm,
interesting to me. You
yeah.
know, relatable.
That's the problem with romance. For some reason, even if the writer is in like our age, like in the 40s, 50s, they still, for some reason,
And we're
write
not
about
50
this
yet. Yeah. But
very,
yes, yeah, sorry, sorry.
very young women, women and men, of course, very young people, and
I don't know. I guess it
we are kind of
sells.
tired of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it does, but
Mm.
I wish there was more when they were, and I don't know why it's always like a very young woman and an older man for some reason.
Many writers are American, unfortunately, or at least in the books that we have read.
Unfortunately. I'm sorry,
Wait,
sorry,
uh,
Americans.
sorry,
She
Americans,
didn't
because
mean.
I mean, we don't have more like European. I guess we do. Like we have an Irish now that we can take a look at. Of course, thank you. And what I mean is that maybe over there. Sorry, Grimskull. In the US, that age differences is more acceptable.
Is
And I mean,
it? But I
yeah.
mean, I don't mean it's not exact. I
I'm not
don't
saying
mean
a
that it's not,
15-year-old with a 30-year-old, but I guess a
but I
25-year-old.
just, yeah, because it's sometimes it's kind of a line that when between when you really get mature, I will say like about 25, and then it doesn't matter as much. But we there
True,
before you are really,
true.
and it's just
So
about the
am I
dynamic
going to get hate
between the,
comments? Sorry, I didn't mean. But what I wanted to say is what Sesting said very nicely
yes,
in
yes,
better.
yes. Oh, and the
Uh,
empire has, but men does lack a lot of affection. There is more passion when you are young and bolder. Well,
that's true. With the
might be
passion.
true, but it doesn't have to. And I mean, it's your story, so it doesn't have. You just, yes, because often when you're older, you get children and things
Yeah, I
happen.
mean, the passion happens when you're young in age most of the times. It doesn't
Most of
mean
the
that you
times,
will not
yes.
meet the passion, like you can be
But we can
single
still
or
write like a fantastical story about someone in hers or his.
40s.
Yeah, exactly. It happens.
She might, or they might have gotten married young, had grown up kids, divorced, and now she wants a second chance
Yeah,
of
why
life.
not?
Corn sounds very good, but
And
stuff
I
like
have
that.
no problem reading about the young people, but sometimes I just, it should be
Like, oh, grow
refreshing
up
to.
already.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
exactly. I want to go back to Enda's comment. I heard women like men to be alpha so that they can have the challenge of taming them. There are women that
Exactly.
think like that, but I don't think that they are strong women. Women that think like
No.
that.
But
A strong woman doesn't want to tame a man. A strong woman
no.
wants to find a man that can complement her,
Yes.
right? And you also said it. We talked about it before that what is an if we call this, if we use this term alpha male, what is it that for you, Thirsty? It's not the
Well,
strongest, or
actually,
yeah,
no. If we're now going to talk about what an alpha male may represent, even if I don't really like that
we don't
kind of
accept the
term,
term, but if
but
we
yeah,
mm,
that's a man who can protect his family and provide for his family. Because that's, if we just gonna go back to our lizard brains
mhm,
and only go by instinct, that's what woman wants, and why we are attracted to men. That's kind of, if you see a man that's good with a child, that's very attractive to a woman.
mhm, mhm.
uh, because she feels like this could be a man I want to settle down with and have children with.
A man that
That's
has
me.
probably a steady job,
Yes, steady job, and is mature and can take care of himself.
can pay their
And
taxes
yeah,
and stuff like
exactly.
that.
That's the alpha male of today, I really think.
Mm,
But for some reason, I don't know. I can understand that, because this is fantasy, and I don't mean
mm.
fantasy in the term of wizards and magic. I don't mean that kind of fantasy. I mean just made up stories. When I say
Fictional
fantasy, fictional
stories.
stories, yes.
Yes.
And sometimes, if you kind of attracted to a brute, but you, it kind of is safe to have it in this book. It doesn't mean you really want that in your life, but you kind of, it's turned on about it, I guess. So some women like this, and why maybe they like guys like Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey. I don't
I would
know.
never consider a woman to be a strong woman if she would like someone like Christian Grey.
No, but I
I
think
didn't.
maybe
Yes.
people
Sorry.
can be, like, girls can be attracted to it, and it's safe because it's in a book. It doesn't happen.
Exactly. You can provide for your family. You have a steady
Yeah,
job. I mean,
yeah,
exactly. Yes, and you're
exactly.
good
I
with
pay
kids.
taxes. Yes,
You pay
yes.
taxes. Ah, that's what you meant. Okay, sorry, I take it back. Why can strong women not like that? Well, I cannot. It for me, my personal opinion. I don't want to speak for other women. At least is that I cannot see the attraction in someone that is mentally unstable. I guess if we take the
Mm,
Christian Grey, and I'm not saying because he was into body SM, that's fine. But that's,
yeah,
I mean,
it's
yeah,
not, that's the
it's not
problem.
that. He was creepy. He was manipulative, or I mean,
Mm,
a person that is tough. Uh, and of course, they have to show respect to a woman's needs. They just the A strong man is not a man that tries to imposes his wills and
no.
opinions. You know, where it has to be mutual. So a
Mm,
woman needs to feel safe and respected, and so does the man. I mean, it has to be mutual, and that to me is a strong woman that has can make the decision, the smart
mm,
decision, I guess.
mm.
Uh, well, those other things. Okay, men want passion too, though. It's not as mental, though. Everyone likes. I mean, passion is one thing. I mean, you find someone that you might feel it's your alpha male, or someone that makes you feel secure and safe with a steady job and paying his taxes, and then you feel the attraction, and then comes the passion, of course.
Mm.
No matter the age, opposite attracts. Well, opposites do attract. Well, well, we're not relationship experts here. I
No,
mean, of
we're
course, there are many
definitely
things
not.
to that.
I'm mostly talking about the really young people, because you are not really developed when you are in
True.
your like teens,
Mhm.
and I don't like. Uh, I mean, they're often like very young women, like 16, often in the books we read,
Mhm.
for some reason. But I guess they are the young adults books, but some of them are not young adults, but they're still
Mhm.
like 16 for
Mhm.
some reason.
Uh,
And
Money is
it
very
just,
important. I have to address that. Sorry, I'm sorry, Ceci. Money is very important, both ways. And I'm not saying money as to find a rich man.
No,
No.
no,
A
no,
steady
no.
job can be a carpenter or
Yes.
someone that works in the local bookstore. And I'm not saying that a woman will not work, both
No.
equally provide for their family. I cannot be a woman that I'm working on the local store and
Mm.
find a strong man that is like tattoos and a biker and just roaming around the streets without a job and think, oh my God, that's an alpha male. I want him. No,
But
that
that's
is what
just,
we mean.
and we are also talking about our lizard's brain, or what you
Mm.
say, they're just the instinct of when what I think about an alpha male. We need to
Mhm.
find a better word for that
Mm.
because it's
Strong
wrong.
and a strong equal
I,
partner. Guess I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. A man that women kind of fell fells for. I don't know.
Mm. So
So
for
not
men,
important
money
with
is
the.
not important. So like food, money to have food is not important. To pay your rent is not important. To pay
I guess you
groceries
mean
is not important.
if the
To
woman
not
has money.
like make plans for your pension is not important. Okay, then okay. Oh, good for you. Yes, yeah.
I
For
think
me,
he
it's important.
means
Yes.
more like it doesn't care if the woman can provide for herself. I guess maybe I don't know.
I wouldn't like that in a man either.
A man who does. How do you mean? Sorry.
A man that wants a woman that doesn't work or doesn't care. I don't
Hmm.
know. Maybe I have been living in Sweden for too long, like with equality and
The thing
everything.
is, my husband actually hadn't a job when we, so it doesn't have to be that way. What I felt for with my husband was that he was very honest and he was good with kids.
Mm.
That, so it doesn't always have to, but I felt uh, safe with him, even if we didn't have the money. So it doesn't have to be the money, but it just,
No.
you need to feel safe and you need to feel equal.
Yes. And in
And
modern
that's
standards,
what
we
I like.
say the money thing, not because we are after money or, millions or that, but the whole safety that you are with someone that, okay, you are trying to build something together,
Mm,
however you
exactly.
want to build it. Yeah. A relationship.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm.
But if we just go back to why, for this it is often women who write these books about the
Hmm.
really kind of mean brute.
Macho man.
Yeah. For some, but I don't. I still feel like maybe they write about it because they turned on about it. It turns them on, but it's safe because it's in a book. It's a fantasy.
Mm.
It's a fictional. It's
Yeah.
fiction.
Yeah.
But
Well,
some women definitely go for this kind of men. We know this. So it's just we are not two of
we're
those.
not, no, we're not. And many of the books, as I said, that we enjoyed in our book club and in that
Mm,
genre, it's usually women that are strong, that they have their feet on the ground, they can take care of themselves. They're not perfect.
no,
Along
definitely
comes
not.
someone, and there's a story also, and
Mm.
things happen.
But I know that's not not me, but the others in our group really annoys when men sometimes uh, like decide things for the woman, but I don't always see it in this way. I have one example. I don't remember the name right now. I will look it up. But it's about a girl who finds out she's actually a jinn, and she goes to England because she inherits a house. I don't
Hmm.
really remember the details, but it's something about this house. And this house is actually a portal to another world,
Hmm.
and she kind of opens that portal and she meets this kind of uh, I guess I think there are three people. They are kind of warriors that are exiled or something. They are kind of running for their lives because there's really mean, evil fairy queen that's after them. So they have kind of just lived like in this in between world for a very long time and just trying
Mhm.
to survive. And all he does, because she's really mean to this guy all the time, and I don't like that either. That you, of course, you can kind of just. Sorry, my husband is behind there. Just open the
I thought
windows.
it was windy or a
Yes,
ghost.
a ghost. It's always a
Do you
ghost.
have ghost? Yes.
No, uh, sorry, I lost my track there.
About the Jean that she was very mean to him and
Yeah, she was
everything.
very. I mean, to me, that's not a strong woman. That's always like bitchy, bitching about
No, it's
everything
no,
and
exactly.
just
It's just,
talking against him
mm.
because he had lived in this kind of world that's just being on the run for a very long time, and he was kind of the leader who take care of that group. There were two others, so he just had that in him that he just tried to. So he like the thing that I remember so hard, uh, that was he bought breakfast and he forgot the coffee. Maybe you will relate to this. He forgot.
Okay.
He forgot to
Okay. She
buy
was, since she was
coffee.
mean.
But the thing is, yes, but he didn't know about. Oh, but he didn't ask. But still, he went out and bought her breakfast, and he could just have she have just could been nice about it, said, I want coffee, can you please give me coffee? But
Wait,
it's just this
do
really.
I remember this book? Was it contemporary period? But she inherited a house
Yes.
and they went together, and the house was kind of a wreck or old. And
Yeah, and
yeah, I
it's
remember.
kind of
I
weird, it had
remember it.
weird
Yes,
angles.
yes, she was kind
Yes.
of a bitch. I remember. Yes, I mean it
Yeah.
was good, interesting, and he was trying to help her. Maybe
Yes.
sometimes over deciding, but
Yes,
yeah, he
because
was
that's kind of just what he was used to. It doesn't mean that he's some kind of like
exactly
bastard.
yes.
I didn't see him as a bastard, but my
Mm,
fellow
mm,
and in the book club really thought he was a bastard, but I didn't because I just saw him as he didn't understand the world he was in now.
mm.
He was like, coming from something else, and he had been this leader, and they are in the run. He just needed to he just tried
Yes.
to get things together, and she
However,
was so
mm,
mean to him, and I don't think that's hot at all.
I remember now the book. I remember it, and okay, there is also fine line between okay, he didn't know better, but just because he didn't know better, is it okay what he
Mm,
did? He was not violent. I remember he was not violent towards her, but
no,
was he trying to gaslight her, but unconsciously? Like he was
I
trying
don't know.
to.
I didn't feel he did that,
Mm,
but
no, but
maybe
I
I don't
remember
know.
she was oversensitive about some things that he did. Like, okay,
Yeah.
relax already.
Yeah, exactly. She was,
I remember. Yes, I remember.
and I didn't think that was
Mm.
a good character.
No,
I
exactly.
I think
Mm,
she was annoying
mm. Uh,
because you can talk because that wasn't. I don't know. It's just, and I didn't understand why because even because she was really mean to him, and like a couple of chapters later they were in bed together, and I was like, I don't understand why.
yeah, exactly.
Why
Yes.
is this happening?
Yeah, yeah, mm, yeah, correct. But I have, if we were to talk about the good, strong,
The good
like
strong
nice
woman.
women, yes,
Yes.
I just made not a list, but a few books
Mm,
that we have read that I really enjoyed the women, the character.
mm.
I'm gonna try and share screen. Let's see. Um, let's see. Let me just put my tabs over there. Like two, three books that we have read. No, not this one. Uh, where is Fortune Spawn? Yes. And circle
We have a
here.
question here. Don't we live in a society that one that Don't we live in a
wants
society that wants
men.
that
Don't we
men
live in a
want
society
less,
that wants men
women
less, but
wants more?
women wants more? You mean? Do you mean that men want less, but women want more? I don't know. Do we?
I'm not really sure what you mean.
And again, when we say like a steady job or safety, it's not necessarily that we're talking about women that are after financial stability through their partner, but someone that they can feel safe in whatever they do. For instance, that book, let me, you reminded me a bit the story before because I had forgotten it, which is Fortune's Pawn, this
Mm,
book. She is a mercenary. She's not your average mercenary. She has plans, big ones, and a ton of ambition. So it takes place in space in the future. It's a sci-fi, okay?
mm,
So she wants to do this mission. Uh, it says one of those missions, 1 year of security work under its captain is equal to 5 years everywhere else. So she's doing this 1 year to get experience. I don't know. She's a mercenary. And you reminded me about the character that she falls for, and she's the ship's chef.
mm.
And to me, that's also uh, attractive. A man that can cook. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely, exactly. That he can provide for himself through cooking, and they are in space. There are no money that can help them there. I mean, it's just survival. So
Mm.
yeah, and so anyway, this book, I forgot. I closed it. I want
And
to share it.
also, she is a warrior, so it's not like she can't defend herself.
She can. Yes.
So it's not that kind of thing, but he still saves her. And I don't know. I think women kind of likes that, but it doesn't mean that she's weak in some way.
I mean,
Yes.
no, she was a tough character. She was really strong and tough character. But okay, shit
Mm.
happened. Monsters attack you. You know, there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong in someone saving you. It
she
it
got took water over her head in this case, and but he comes in and rescues her.
mm. And another,
And
yes.
and she was attracted to him even before that, but that's kind of kicked it off. And but he's very reluctant because he has his reasons. That's not really explained in the first book, but it's a really interesting. And
Some mystery there,
yeah,
so it make
there's
him
the big
more
mystery. We
interesting, I
can't
guess.
really
Yeah.
talk about it. uh,
But he was not rude or bad to her. He was just
no.
trying to, yeah. But he was cooking, and
Was cooking.
yes.
Okay.
I just want to say the other book that I really enjoyed. Oh,
Yes.
there's this thing here. It's Driven. She's a driver, and it is takes place. It is a dystopian
Yeah,
kind of
apocalypse, what you say?
apocalyptic, kind of
Kind of world.
post-apocalyptic,
Post-apocalyptic. Exactly.
post-apocalyptic, in the northern waste, frozen places. It's like a gang of truck drivers. She lives in her truck and a mission, and on the way she gets this guy that she has to kind of protect, but it's not like he is the weakling. So I
Mm,
enjoyed her, a strong independent woman, that she takes someone under her, well, not under her wing to protect him, but I don't really accept. I don't. I have so bad memory, but I remember that he was in her trailer, in her truck, right? And they were
mm.
driving through,
I
and
don't
people were
really remember
chasing
this.
them, and there was
I
something
know I
hiding.
liked it, but I don't remember what happened really.
Maybe we should reread some of those things. I
Yeah,
don't
maybe
know.
we should.
But those are just a few examples of strong women that we really enjoyed, even though we don't really remember the plot, or at least on this one.
No.
Yeah, or me. But you remember the Fortune's Pawn and the
Yes,
trilogy.
but that's
Well,
because
more
I
of most of those.
reread. I have reread it,
Okay.
so that's why I remember it.
So yeah, I
Yes,
understand feeling
vampire.
safe. The books that sells are the books where men are aggressive. So the fantasies that most women want is an aggressive man, but our society shame those men.
Yes.
Well, aggressive. There has to be consent. I don't know what you
Yeah.
mean. No.
But for some reason, I don't know, but me and Sandra, who read this book, Surviving Rain, we read the comments on Goodreads, and it has really like a really big fan base of women that really like this kind of man. The thing is, I'm not sure that he was really the problem. He was a real asshole,
Mm.
but it was, like I said, the most problem was that she was so unexperienced and immature that the balance between them just, I couldn't really see that that would work.
Mm. Hmm. I understand.
And still, I'm sorry, but I don't like men that's like swearing like constantly. I don't. That's the thing is, this book was also from his perspective, and
Mm.
I kind of, that was kind of refreshing for once, because that's uh, it's all, most of the times that is a both perspective, and that's really good. But
Hmm.
most of the books we read are only from the women's perspective.
Hmm.
Uh, but the thing is, it was so, oh, I don't know. He talked about his penis in third person, like constantly, and it was really weird. And I just wondering if men really thinks like he does. I couldn't relate to this.
Exactly, because question is she is a woman writer. She must have done research
Yeah,
how to.
yeah, yeah. I know she did really done her research about survival. That she had really uh, good facts about how to survive.
Mm.
Um, like for they were like in open sea for a kind of long time, but they managed to survive because his kind of survival skills.
I guess I'm happy I didn't read that book because I would probably have gotten annoyed as well.
Yes,
Mm.
it was kind of a challenge. I was like, no, we need to do this, Sandra, so we can have, sorry if I'm kind of swaying.
No, it's
um
okay. You are
yes.
passionate about this discussion, and it
Yes,
shows.
exactly.
It's okay.
No, but it was a challenge to,
Mm.
just because I want this discussion about this book, but I was annoyed like instantly.
Mm. Mm.
But we made it. Okay. To be honest, even or can you take up
Yes,
Lampire's?
yes, yes.
That's easier. To be honest, even
Hmm.
an experienced person gets weak to people when people they fall in love with.
Okay, yes, I understand that it can happen.
But
I
it's not
mean,
that she was weak in that way. It's more
that's
like
not
the
what you mean.
dynamic.
Mm.
No, it's just that he was so mean to her, and she was like asking questions that were really stupid. I'm sorry. I didn't like her character.
Maybe she asked questions that for a 20-year-old made sense, but
Maybe
not.
it was. I don't know. Maybe
Mm.
I am the bully here. I'm not sure. I just
You are the
didn't.
bully, Kerstin, yes.
I
Mm.
just didn't feel that the dynamic between them were like, what to say, sund. I don't know.
Yeah, well, and that also
That
makes that's another point that a book can be interesting even if the characters suck,
mm,
because it makes us talk about it and discuss about relationship even and
yeah.
exchange opinions. Does that make it a bad book?
Well, yes, I guess it's about tastes.
Mm.
It all comes down to that, because some women really love this book and really love this kind of character.
Mm.
So, and that's fine. We are not kink shaming or like what you're into shaming, but it's just we didn't understand
If I
this.
did, sorry, but yeah, that's what we like. That doesn't mean that
Yeah,
we disregard
no,
or like
exactly.
we judge everything
Exactly. So
else.
sorry if we
You
had
can
that,
judge us
made that
also. You can
impression.
feel free to
Yes, because
judge.
this is just what, yeah, exactly. We like to read, and I always fell for the geeky guys. What I mean?
Mm. Yeah.
That's what I like. So that's why I don't really, and that doesn't. Well, I mean, the smart guys. Or
Yeah, because it we come back to we're going to get I'm going to get flamed to the what we consider alpha male.
mm,
It's also important to trigger our brain to have the same intellectual level. I'm not saying to be super smart. We can both be the same level stupid or the same level smart, but to
yeah,
have a balance at least, to be on the same how
yeah,
stupid you want to be level. you know,
yeah.
it's very good to hear other people's point of view. Yeah, I mean,
Mm,
and
yeah, it is.
exchange opinions. So we might say something stupid, or we might say something very smart, or we might get a very smart comment.
Yes,
So
because sometimes we just, this is how we think about it, but someone else can come with some other experience and see it in another way. And that's why I really wanted, when we had our show about that book, I really wanted some people that like the book in the comment, because I really wanted to see their perspective. Because
we should
sometimes you just
promote it
hear
then. We
them.
should promote it. Is it on the Viking booty and it's called Surviving Rain?
Yeah, surviving rain, yes.
Yes. How
But
do
the
we
thing is,
do?
we
Okay.
wanted it live.
Okay. Yeah. But feel free to watch the replay and leave comments
Yeah,
below.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be great. I
Mhm.
actually tried to befriend one of those girls that had made a really good review. Ella, she really loved the book on
Mhm.
Goodreads, but she didn't accept.
Yes, that's a very good point. That you should always have a person in life that challenges you, it makes you stronger,
Mm,
and wanted to improve more. Yes,
yeah,
that is
definitely.
totally true. And our opinions might change
Yeah.
in a while. Like what we say today, that what we think a strong woman or an alpha, strong
We don't talk
man,
about,
not alpha.
forget about the alpha.
Forget about the
But
letters. Yes, a strong woman or a strong man might change depending on our own experiences. Also, I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
and I just do believe in some of our lizard brains there are the attraction to a man who can protect his woman. And that doesn't mean he has to be a brute.
Yeah. And I mean, I cannot speak for the man, but what I all the stereotypes that I have here, correct me if I'm wrong. Usually the man's lizard brain is if they see a woman that in their brain can bear children. That is
Yeah,
back
that's
in
the
the
list.
cave time.
That's,
That's the
yeah,
lizard brain. That's
exactly.
what's
That's the lizard
attractive.
brain too.
Mm.
This shape.
Yeah, exactly. The big hips or whatever. Yeah.
No, no, it doesn't
A
have the
curvy, a curvy.
curvy kind of body. Yes.
Yes. So yeah,
We there are some things that we just can't, even if we are evolved, but I think there are some things that still there.
yeah, I agree. They're calling Alpha
Alpha. Chad.
Chad.
Ah,
I didn't know
Chad.
that. Chad.
No, me neither. Is, I don't know. Where are you, Lampayo? You said Lampayo was an Asian. I actually looked that up. It's Indonesian.
It is
Lampaya with an A.
lamp.
That's
Okay.
spring roll.
It is
Yes.
okay. I don't want to say anything stupid because I don't know you that well, so I'm going to keep it for myself. I wanted to make a joke, but
No.
what is it? I don't know the Chad.
No, I
Alpha
don't
Chad.
know the
So please
Chad.
inform
The
us.
Chad to me, I'm always thinking about, yeah,
Lumpia.
lumpia. So
Lumpia.
are you in Asia somewhere?
Well, spring rolls are good and taste them. I love spring
Yeah.
rolls. Yeah, we do. Yes.
Well, the Chad, I'm always thinking about that Charlie's Angels, the new, not new, they were on the early 2000s, I think that movie came out. Oh, you're in Sweden. The
We are
Chad.
also in Sweden.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I have
Uh,
never heard the Chad in that regard. I'm always thinking about the Charlie's Angels the first really
Chad
dead.
slang. A Chad in modern internet slang is generally a sexually active alpha male. The term has become a slang term across the internet and among adolescents. Wait, it's on
We are too
Wikipedia.
old. We're too
We
old.
are too old, exactly.
It's old.
It
We are
originated
those
in the UK
the
during
mom.
World War II. Okay, we are not within the current trends.
No.
Interesting. We have to educate ourselves. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is definitely new information.
Yes. Oh God, we are real. We really are those moms who read this kind of sexy novels now, like our moms did.
Oh my god, yes. That know nothing and just read books and commenting out. Yes. Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Bottom line, we like romance, we like strong women.
Yeah.
That is the subject of today's
And we like
episode.
strong men too,
Yes,
but
not
not bullies,
douchebags, but
not
strong men.
douchebags, but
Mm,
strong,
mm,
independent, confident men.
yes,
Jesus. Swat.
Yes.
yes. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay,
I
so
was thinking that I
that's a
wouldn't be
wrap.
surprised if my boyfriend was here trolling me.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he can cook. He's
Yeah,
cooking. Yeah.
I know.
Strong man cooking. Yes, you have
I
eaten
I have
his
eaten.
his
It's really
this.
good,
Yes,
and he made good drinks too.
he does that too. So yes, that to me is a very strong. That's a very attractive skill. So
And he gives you coffee.
and he gives me coffee. It's like here, take a
Morning.
coffee so that you can communicate in the mornings. Thank you. I
Yeah,
love you.
that's good.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So we covered
Mm,
today's. Did we cover everything we have written here? Some
I
examples
don't
of
know. I'm sorry I'm talking about the survival rain, but it's kind of been in my
no.
brain a lot.
Yes, of course you can talk.
The Captain Marvel, I think that will help along
No, I haven't
me
seen
to
Captain
find the
Marvel.
role model. Okay, okay, I will not speak about that. I
Have you
don't
seen
like.
it?
Yeah, and I didn't think it was really good.
Okay. Should I watch it so we can talk about it?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Is it on any Netflix or whatever, some streaming
Do you have
services?
Disney?
Yes.
Disney Plus?
All right, Marvel. Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
have. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
I
what
have homework.
we can have a discussion, and I should rewatch it because it was a while now. But I didn't really follow the plot. I didn't really like it.
Okay.
I think it was kind of messy.
Well, could be, but okay. We will. I will watch it. We can discuss it, and we will see if
Mm,
that statement is fitting. Like that movie will help a lot of young female to find a role model. Let's see.
Olafi, did you see that I thought we had cutters?
Why not?
yeah.
Wanted this bad.
Okay. Do we? What else? Do we have we
Yeah.
talked?
Sorry. Did you? I have not watched. Did we have any more? No. We have talked about the examples. Yeah. I think we have covered
But we want to talk to you.
We
what we
covered.
wanted to talk
Yes.
about.
Yes. I mean, it's hard to cover all the books we have read. We just,
Yeah.
just had to mention those two because I really, really like them.
Really?
Yes.
We like them.
What
Yes.
is really?
Yes. So we're gonna wrap things up then.
Mhm.
But we can promote our upcoming shows a bit.
Mm.
Do you want you? I think you know the schedule better than I do.
Yeah. Well, for me, I have Nostalgia Friday every Friday.
Yes.
Well,
Subscribe and let's. Where are we? Where are we? Search things.
yeah.
Tweets. You have your Twitch. Do you stream
Yes.
on Twitch?
Yes.
Yes,
On
but
my
it's the same
Twitch and
on
my YouTube channel.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yes.
Our social media,
And yeah.
which is Twitter and Instagram. with that. But Twitter, on Twitter, we post follows on Twitter. We post all of our upcoming shows.
You sound very calm.
Yes.
So you have
Yes, Veggie Fantasy. Nej, sorry. Where did that come from? Sorry. Nostalgia Friday was I don't know.
Thinking about our
about Bachelor Fantasy. Sorry, I was kind of like reading here at the same time. It's first Nostalgia Friday on Friday, and then we have our next book discussion with the Viking Booty. So that's why I kind of got into the Bachelor Fantasy bit. And we're going to discuss the Silver Metal Lover. That is a cyberpunk about a girl who falls in love with a robot.
Have you started to read it?
Yes.
Me too.
Good.
Okay, interesting.
Yes, interesting. Yes, and then we have.
When do we do our Minecraft?
Yeah, when we do our Minecraft.
So we do once a month our Get Your Geek On, which is
the
on
4th.
Wednesdays, and then we have our monthly, once a month, the Minecraft.
Yes, it's the June 4th.
Is it next weekend? Next Saturday?
Yes, next Saturday.
Okay, so next Saturday we play Minecraft. On Wednesday, I have your Pop Goes the Stream podcast with Robert, where we're going to talk about, do I say it? Where we're going to talk about the Batman, the new film there. And we cover pop culture and films, movies, comics. And a robot that vibrates. You have tweets? Yes. Sorry, I just read the comment. Yes. So we are streaming on tweets as well. I should make better. Sorry.
Yeah, we need to
lower thirds. Yes.
But you're called Xanthi S on Twitch.
Yes. Right. Yes. Well, I have this. If you go on my website, you find all the links there. I have all my links there. Yes. And you have. We have to update them. Next episode is going to be better. The links in social media. We will fix it. And yeah.
I don't know. Can we write in the chat? I don't know how to do that.
But you have to admit,
I don't know either. What do you want to write?
I'm just wondering if you can just put your links there so they can click on them.
Maybe, I don't know. I know that on YouTube you cannot write links directly if you're not a mod, but I don't know what's happening here.
I know Grimskull.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I hear myself. Yes, I can put links. So I'm a cutie. Do I put your Twitch? Yes, I can put your tweet also.
You can, or you can my whole the link bio thing. I have.
Yes. One moment. Thank you for your patience. One moment. Which is I'll go to YouTube. Yes, not so good organized, but okay. There you are. Link bio. Yes, there you can find Kerstin. I'm gonna put it here.
Yes, as I have all my social media and links and also to the Viking Booty.
There, also put it there. Yes, so you find all the links there. Yep. So make sure to follow us to not miss the date for the next show. It's in 4 weeks from now.
Yes.
So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you. And maybe we created some flames. We will see. Or heated discussions.
Maybe.
Yes. But okay. So see you soon. See you around on the interwebs.
Yes.
And have a great night. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.